The announcer reads out a message that makes little sense. She then announces a string of numbers. Number 72 on page 296, number 9 on page 547, and so on. The anchor read out double or triple-digit page numbers, followed by single and double-digit figures. North Korea used to broadcast similar coded messages on radio to give orders to its agents abroad. The first broadcast on June 24th lasted for 3.5 minutes. The second, on July 15th, was 12 minutes long. In the past, Pyongyang aired the coded messages overnight. But Tokyo-based Radio Press, which monitors the North state-run media, says it has not intercepted such broadcasts for years. Why did the broadcasts resume? Here's what the NHK reporter covering Pyongyang has to say. Takehide Nagasuna says the broadcast reflects the worse-than-ever relationship between the two Koreas. South Korea and the United States have recently decided to deploy the Advanced Interceptor Missile System THAAD in the south. The two countries will start a joint military exercise next month. Nagasuna says the broadcast is not a signal that something serious is about to happen, but rather a way for Pyongyang to show it's taking a tough stance. North Korean agents involved in abducting Japanese nationals are believed to have received their orders via similar broadcasts. Japanese police looking into a 1977 abduction of a man in Ishikawa Prefecture found a coded radio message was used to instruct suspected agents. Here's how to decipher the code. Take these three figures in the list of 5-digit numbers and add them with the corresponding figures on the table. The figures in the units digit are 2, 0, and 7. Convert the figures to letters using a code chart and you'll come up with a word tangent, which means to contact an agent. South Korea's government has denounced the broadcasts. The South's Unification Ministry spokesperson Jong Jun-hye says the resumption is very regrettable and the North should change its outdated attitude. North Korea reportedly uses the internet these days to get in touch with its agents. Our reporter Nagasuna says North Korea apparently used outdated radio broadcasts as a means of sending messages, but they can easily be monitored. He says the purpose is to put psychological pressure on South Korea. He says it's a classic tactic to raise suspicion among Pyongyang's agents are active in South Korea. Nagasuna says Seoul and its allies are keeping a close eye to see if the coded messages continue.
The fact it was used in an abduction case is relevant to us, but can this be interpreted as provocation to the South? Yes. North Korea resumed broadcasting of coded messages first time in 16 years. They might be trying to demonstrate to South Korea that it is prepared to take all measures. North Korea launched 2 types of ballistic missiles yesterday. We need to continue to be on the alert.
In the United States, Donald Trump, the man initially regarded as a long-shot outsider, has been officially anointed as the Republican Party's presidential candidate for the November presidential election. Indiana Governor Mike Pence has been picked as his running mate for the vice presidency.
172 votes to the nominee of the next president of the...
Ohio saw the crucial roll call for delegates for each state, providing a tally for the contenders for the presidential nomination. For the delegation from New York, Trump's home state, gave its result. It was clear that Trump had secured a majority. Trump ended up taking almost 70% of the 2,472 delegates, was officially endorsed as the party's candidate for the November presidential election. Trump appeared via a video screen from New York.
I'm so proud to be your nominee for President of the United States. We're going to bring back our jobs. We're going to rebuild our depleted military. We're going to have strong borders. But together, most importantly, we are going to make America great again. We will win in November. Thank you.
The next task?
Governor Michael Pence has the overwhelming support of this convention to be the next Vice President of the United States.
The party endorsed Trump's pick of Indiana Governor Mike Pence. Pence previously served in the House of Representatives, has an extensive range of contacts among mainstream figures in the party. Trump called on Pence last week and asked the Indiana governor to be his running mate.
It's time for us to come together. Time for us to come together around this good man. We must elect Donald Trump as the 45th President of the United States of America.
Pence, though, had backed Texas Senator Ted Cruz in the primaries. He's also in favor of the Trans-Pacific Partnership Free Trade Pact, which Trump opposes. And he criticized Trump's call to ban Muslims from entering the United States, calling it offensive and unconstitutional. The two men have differed on other points as well.
ABC World News Tonight. David Moore reporting tonight from the Republican National Convention.
Together for their first joint interview, but on some issues very far apart. Trump says he's long opposed the Iraq War, but Pence voted for it.
Despite their differences, Trump thinks he has a winning team to put the Republicans back into the White House.
It's an honor to run on a ticket with Governor Mike Pence. I look forward to sharing my thoughts with you on Thursday night on how we build a brighter and more hopeful future for all Americans.
Trump and Pence seem to have totally different views on some issues. Will it work? Well, yes, they do have differences, but the reason why Trump picked Pence was because Trump is a political outsider and has no experience as an elected official. By choosing Pence with his experience as a congressman and governor as his running mate, and since he has large connections within the party, Pence can compensate for Trump's shortcomings. The aim is probably to show reconciliation with the Republican mainstream. However, if Trump's violent statements were to become controversial, no one knows how much Pence can be of help. Pence has a major role to play.